As you all know, Edochie is not happy. Maybe one way or the other, directly or indirectly, he must have contributed to his unhappiness. But we are all human beings at the end of the day. We are human beings. Now, saying we are human beings, which we are, does not exclude or remove or stop us from facing consequences or punishment. And that does not also mean that we cannot see or call out um, terrible things that we have done that eventually led to what we are going through. What am I saying? Well, friends and kinsmen of Edochie, they met with him on what is happening. Not just about Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie's divorce and all of that is something that is stale. It's not something that is new. Kinsmen have met, friends have met with him, and not just that alone. Even journalists have had time with Edochie. They've asked him questions, and he has responded to them saying, "Look, this case is in court, so I would prefer not to comment on them per se. I will just give you a little bit snippet here and there." And he said, "Let us leave it in court." The issue right now is that of the grandchildren of Edochie. So friends and kinsmen asked, "What are you doing? Why are you blind to the issues, problems, or attacks on your grandchildren? Why are you quiet in the midst of this? They are being dragged. You're a grandfather. What are you doing? You're supposed to do better than this." Edochie responded to this by taking pictures with children, saying he loves children a lot and that he's a grandfather. That Yul Edochie's children are not the only grandchildren that he has, that we know he has other children with their children, and that equals to a lot of grandchildren. He said he's not practicing favoritism or trying to select one person over the other. No, not at all, regardless of what has happened. He said he's a lover of children. But he said, okay, if you are, why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening this way? You should speak, talk, so that people will know that you are not happy with what is happening to Mary and her children and your grandchildren, Yul Edochie's children. Now, talking about Yul Edochie, they had something to say about it too. But before we proceed, please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, thank you so much. Thank you. And to those that have tapped on that thanks button, the one with the love icon, with the dollar sign in the middle of it, the token that you have given, and the much that you have given, may God replenish your pockets. May your pockets never run dry. If you also want to be a blessing to this channel, you can as well tap on the same button. Yul Edochie. They also blamed Edochie for what Yul Edochie did and the challenges that Mary is experiencing, even though somehow it ended, or continuously it is bringing success to her. They said a lot of things to Edochie, like, why didn't you take action in time past? Why didn't you do this? Are you saying you never saw? Are you saying you no one told you of the atrocities Yul Edochie is committing in this industry? You're a godfather in that industry, for Christ's sakes. Why are you not active? Why are you not a man that have his ears on the ground? You should be a man that has his ears placed on the ground to listen to every step, to listen to every feet stepping on the ground. You should know what's going on. I'm sure you know, but you did nothing. You felt your son is a grown-up person, he can do and undo. But now the consequences of his action is telling on you. You and your wife, you are not spared. And now your grandchildren. Well, Edochie responded. He said that such is life. He said when Edochie was progressing in his craft as actor, his marriage, there was no talk. He said everyone had praised him as a father. He said in life, people who applaud fathers and mothers when their kids are progressing or they have no known scandal or they are able to keep their scandal, within. But once it comes out, people will begin to blame and act like this is not life. He said, in life there is good and bad. He said it is a yin yang thing. He said there is always going to be opposite of everything in life. He said it's a season, it's a moment, and he believes that God will see both parties through in all of this, both Mary and Edochie. He said, who knows why this is happening or why it happened the way it happened? But it has happened, it has happened. There is a divorce in progress. He said he had never wanted that divorce. In fact, what people are not happy about is that he didn't say anything about he did not want Edochie to do what he did. But of course, he had given it in a proverb, and there is a limit to what you can say. He is a very intelligent person. He is not going to speak freely. He will speak in proverbs. So, proverbs, it is now left for you to interpret the proverbs the way you wish to. So Daniela recently had come out to defend her mom, but she did it in a very polite way. And she had also come out to protest by yanking off Edochie from her name. She preferred to leave Dubem and Daniela. She wasn't going to condone the excesses or the evil of his father. And one thing about life that is certain, and it is a known constant, is that you cannot change your parents, regardless of disowning, reowning, whatever you want to do. Your father and your mother still remain your father and your mother, regardless. They might not be someone you love anymore. You might not want to interact with them. Even if you say, I disown you as a child, if you say, oh, I disfather you, I disdaughter you, I dismother you, they still remain your father and mother, because at the end of the day, whatever it is that happens, people will still trace you back to them. So it's a burden that a lot of people have to carry. Like, imagine what Edochie is doing. Look at what he's doing. And Mary kept on being positive. If it were just a marriage, divorce thing, and she would have just bounced back and do. But she had to lose a child in between this. That's painful.